Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another Terminator video. Today is going to be slightly different. We're going to go back and revisit the fingers because I've received the mod. So we're going to go up to date with the hand before continuing on with the build. So without further ado, let's just go through my guests. So we've got Adrian.
Hi all. Thank you all again for inviting me.
That's all right, no worries. Thank you. And we've got Mark.
Hello, thank you for joining Horlicks live. And yeah, glad to be here.
Brilliant. Unfortunately, we haven't got Dave today because he's got other things to do, like life. So, we haven't got Dave today, but hopefully he'll be back Friday. How's everyone been?
I'm good. Yeah, been out this morning to B&Q and picked up a click and collect. Well, I didn't. Julie went in and got it because I can't leave the car. And then post office and then home. So, yeah, looking forward to this.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a mission, I think. But we'll see how we go. But it'll be all right once we've done a few.
Yeah.
Probably get into it. So we're actually going to start with issue 3. Now, in preparation for this, I sort of knew what the mod entailed. So I'll show you what we've got. So we get a bag of washers, a bag of Allen screw heads, screws, and then we've got like these brass inserts, and the screws are going to screw in rather than using the pins, and the washers are there to straighten the fingers because they were sort of going off at a slight angle, so the washers just straighten them all out.
Right.
And with the kit, you get supplied an Allen key as well. But I'm going to use mine. And then with this as well, I know some people have been gluing these screws on. But the thing is, if you ever need to get back into them, it's going to be, it'd probably be impossible. So I've actually just got some normal thread lock, which is the proper stuff to use for securing screws. I've got some thread lock, which I'm going to put a bit on when I do the screws up. That way, if I do need to take them off for any reason in the future, I'll be able to crack this loose. It'll take, more than reasonable force to crack them loose, but at least I'll be able to undo them again, as opposed to using super glue. That'll probably be permanent. So that is the plan today. So we're going to go rewind and go back to issue 3. And from issue 3, that's when we had the first lot of fingers. And if you remember, I put them in this little bag. And I need to change the focus. So we've got in the chat, we've got Yorkshire Crafter. Hi all. Hello, how are you?
Hi, love.
I need to get the webcam up. I always forget to do this, but just turn off that autofocus. And I think we are a little bit bright as well. That'll do. Okay. So we're on. As I say, we're on issue 3, and we did everything. We did obviously step 1 through to step 8. So now we are on step 9 of issue 3. So it says before you start construction of the first finger, lay out and identify the parts needed. So obviously that's all these finger bits that we had that I put safely in here. We're not going to need the pins or anything like that. They are now obsolete. So these pins I'm not going to use. Or these. All we're going to need is the 4 pieces.
Did you glue your fingertip on?
I did, yeah. I already glued the tip on.
I couldn't remember if you had done or not. I was just double checking, that's all.
Cool. Yeah.
I thought you might have done.
Yeah, I did that. I think I did that, and then all the other fingers I haven't yet. This was the only one that I did decide to glue on. So we got that. So we need to just put these in order. So then we want the smaller finger or part of the finger. Then you want the larger piece, and then you want this bit here. So it's just a case of putting them together with these screws and stuff. So I'm just going to take these out. In my little screw part, which I've not used for ages. And then we can start building. So, as I say, the washers are to keep the fingers straight. So what we need to do is we can actually go through step 10 I've already done. Sorry, yeah. So step 10 was to glue the fingertip on, which I already did in a previous issue. Well, when we did this the first time round. And then we have to just work our way forward. So step 11 we're on. And where are we? The assemble parts 3738 connect to the part 39 using one each of the push fit connectors 312 and 313, which is not what we're going to be doing.
Yes, that's correct.
So we're going to instead use this stuff. So what we're going to do is basically that is going to go fit together like that. Now, originally that would have been done with the push fit pin, but we're going to replace it with this. So I feel so unorganized. So, where's my? I need to just cut the top off of this. Thread lock. There we go. Oh, it reeks like. Oh, that's weird.
Weird smell.
Yeah. I don't think it's shaking or not. It's really watery. Okay. I don't really know. I think I might better to apply this with a cocktail stick, perhaps. I don't know, because I think it's going to come out. The screws are absolutely tiny. So I don't think using it from the tube is probably the best idea.
Well, yeah, it depends what size screw, though, isn't it? Sort of thing. As you've got small ones, you want to put a little dab on there.
Well, I've got a little plastic thing just in case, but we'll try one out and see how it goes. So what we're going to do is first we want to get obviously a screw. Let's see. if I put it on the screwdriver first, oh, it's just running out. There you go. Yeah, so I'll just dip it in the thread lock.
Okay. Then you need to put that screw into the brass part. Yeah.
Like that.
Okay. Then put it in the finger joint.
Yeah.
Then put a washer on.
Mm-hmm.
I think you find it's 2 washers.
Is it 2?
Is it 2 washers?
Yeah, 2 washers.
Then put the other part on.
That's it.
Then it says put some Loctite glue down the shaft.
It's just leaking out everywhere, look. It's not.
Oh gosh! I'd pour some out, Horlicks, and do it with you. You can always dip a screw in, can't you?
Yeah, I'll do it like that. I think that's a good idea.
And use a cocktail stick.
It's making a right old mess, this.
Yeah. And then put one of the Allen key screws in. And that should be the first joint done. Maybe a bit tighter.
Yeah, I suppose it's going to take a little while for the... I don't know how long this takes to set.
Should be quite instant. Yeah. And then it's just repeating them steps over and over until you've completed the finger off.
Right, this is quite tricky because you have to get the right...
Tightness.
Yeah. Because... Yeah, it's just coming loose. Right, hang on a minute. This isn't going very well. Oh dear. Oh. This is very fiddly. We'll get there in a sec once I get into a flow.
Yeah.
Right, well that's in.
Okay.
I'm just going to let the Loctite set.
Well, you've got your other ones to be getting on with, haven't you?
So yeah, it's basically doing that.
Repeat the process.
So screw into the insert with some, well, drop the screw in Loctite. This isn't very magnetic.
You're having a disaster day like I had yesterday.
Yeah, I think so. It's just like everything's not.
I had an awful day yesterday. I did my ecto, and there's about 15 minutes cut out of me just constantly saying bad words at it.
Oh,
Have you put the 2 washers in between?
yes.
Yep.
Some Loctite. All that'll do. Then we go in with the screw. Okay, so that's that one done. So that's sort of what we're getting. A nice straight.
Yeah. That looks good.
But at the moment, when you move the finger, it loosens one of the screws. So then it goes really floppy. So I think that's why we need to wait for this Loctite to set.
Yes.
Right. And then this reminds me of the seats on the Routemaster.
Oh, tell me about it. I've unpacked mine, and oh god, seat heaven.
Yeah. Mind you saying that, they don't know. Now we can see what's coming though with the panels on that.
Yeah. So it's hopefully Routemaster tonight. But that all depends if Dave gets his issue 113.
So that is issue 3's finger done.
Excellent.
Perfect.
So yeah, wait for that to dry.
Next
So
finger.
now we just move on to issue 8 was the next one.
Yes.
While we're on issue 8, we can do the other mod. So issue 8 is from step 1.
You'll be able to start attaching the fingers to the palm.
Yes. Oh, that's good. Cool. So I can pretty much get rid of these pins there because I don't need any of that. We will need these screws. And I'll get the fingers out. We already checked these parts off in the other video, so we don't need to do that. But all we need to do is we need to glue the fingertip on. So I shall do that now as well. Oh. Oh. Right. So step 1 is step 1 and 2 is basically to fit the fingertip. It says it's a push fit, but there's no way that is staying on its own. So I've put glue on there. So the next thing to do is line up the fingers in the correct order again. So it looks like it goes that bit, then that bit. They're the same, aren't they? So then that will go like that. And then the last bit, like so.
Right.
Oh, God. Okay, so let's go with the Loctite. Push that through there. Then we want 2 washers. We want some more Loctite in the hole. Oh God, this is fiddly. Cool, and then we tighten that up. Let that set, move on. Rinse, repeat.
I thought that was eat, sleep, rave, repeat.
Yeah.
Even though my raving days are well past me.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't really. I haven't done all that. I don't. I've ever been to a rave.
Adrian goes to them every night.
Does he? my god, this has just got no... I don't understand why this is not magnetic. You're going to have to...
Can you not change it for a wearer end? Sorry, an Oreo end?
Yeah, I might have to.
Slightly magnetic.
The ends did come out of the Oreo, but I think it's this that's the magnet, isn't it? I don't think this has got much. I think maybe it just needs a bit of the magnetizer block out on it.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Not much.
Not a lot. No.
Not much there.
Even the Oreos.
You find the bit's not magnetized. It's the Oreo device which makes it magnetized. Should be.
I'm wondering if it's just the. Yeah, I think it's just the bolts they're using because it picks up screws, all right. I don't think these are just.
Could they be aluminium?
Yeah, I do. I think it's just must be different material. Okay, we're struggling along. So. This Loctite's quite good. You just have to touch it on the screw and it bleeds up the thread.
Right.
The chat's very quiet today, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Jessica Vesper, hi all.
This one doesn't fit. So does that mean we don't use the washers on that bit?
I thought you used the washers on all of them.
You find this brass centerpiece is too big for the main knuckles for the fingers. That's why you had to add in 2 washers
Right.
to make them small enough. As the final piece for the finger knuckle, thumb knuckle, it's a slightly bigger pin.
Yeah. So
when you join the fingers to the palm, you find you won't need any washers then.
So we've got washers there, and then this one hasn't got any. Okay, so that's 2.
Did we start assembling onto the palm yet?
Yes.
Right, so the next step is to take the palm I'm not used to looking at these.
You need KM 2 times 6 mil.
Which must be this screw. KM and 2 by 6.
Yes.
Oh, it's a new screw
Yes.
because I haven't got one of them.
I think you only get one more for the other palm, basically.
And then that's it.
Yeah, so far.
Well,
I'm up to issue 60 at the moment, and my set I've got one spare.
the only thing is with this label printer, it takes ages to. I wish there was like an erase button that does the whole thing. I haven't found one yet.
At least it's sort of like stores the last information printed off, sort of thing.
Yeah. So KM
2 times 6.
Oh. It's printed but got jammed up. Oh, everything's going wrong today. Everything.
You must have my luck from yesterday.
Have you managed to start your new build, Mark?
No, not yet. We were out this morning and I had to have a shower. And then I had a little bit of work to do in the bear cave. I had to put a light up. Because I've noticed when I'm on the face camera, it's quite dark around me. So I've sorted out a light for it. So, yeah, hopefully after tea, I'm going to start issue 1. Fingers crossed. But I did manage to secure an issue 76 last night.
Oh yeah, that's the lights, isn't it? The LED strips.
Yeah. Somebody on the group was selling the issues for £5, so
Brilliant.
I managed to get hold of one. You just can't knock up deals when they're going to be going that cheap.
Yeah.
Even if you're not up to that stage.
Where are you? Right, okay, so we're going to attach the finger. To the end. Oh, I'm confused, Adrian. I'm really confused. Does that go in like that?
have a look at.
That's a bit weird if that's the palm. I would have thought they would have be screwed in onto the top of the palm.
Now this is the thumb. Don't forget, we're doing the thumb.
Doing the thumb first.
Oh, there you go.
Screws the inner hole compared to the two holes together. It's the innermost center is the screw, and the outer one is the pin. Yeah. You might find if you look on the other side, you find the screw one is more indented.
Yes. Okay, so that's right then.
Don't take this offensively, but I don't think that's the thumb. And the reason I say that is, doesn't the thumb have 2 joints, not 3?
One. Yeah.
Well, if you think about that, plate is more of the wrist of the hand. If you think about it, Mark, if you throw in your hand, you have got another muscle part there, another bone there, haven't you?
Right.
Well, the thing is, I think it has to be that because that's the only piece with a pin in the bottom.
Right.
And then if you look at the step 13, it's then telling us to grab this from issue 3, which is what we did. And then this attaches to this one here.
Right, I'm with you. Yeah, sorry, Mike, I'm not looking at it right.
But no, I know what you mean, because I was looking at it thinking, it doesn't look right.
Right, yeah.
So that goes on like that. So do you know, Adrian, if these go on with the original pins, or do we still use these inserts?
I believe we still use those inserts.
I think so too. Jessica Vesper says yes, but is that the thumb? Yorkshire Crafter says you're missing your good luck charm, Dave say. Probably why, yeah.
Yeah, it's all going tits up.
Dave Milne says hi everyone. Hi Dave.
Hi Dave.
And Jessica Vesper says, oh hell yeah.
Nope. Okay, that's the first finger on then. And the thumb.
Okay.
So yeah, if you move it a few times, it just gets really loose.
It's either basically wait a while, waiting for it. It depends how long your Loctite, the through Loctite takes to harden off, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, I suppose. I'll try them tomorrow. I'll give them a good, good few hours to set, and I'll see what they're like tomorrow. Maybe, I mean, I thought that would be the better thing to do, but maybe that is why some people have used glue. There is a possibility, but we'll see. Okay, so that is stage complete. So we are now up to backup state. This was issue 8. While we're here,
yeah,
I've got another mod, which is this ball joint here. It's a replacement wrist joint, and it's stronger. So instead of it being screwed together, if you remember, we screwed this together and it was, it's quite hollow in there. We've got a replacement joint that just replaces that. So I'm going to do that now while we're here. We don't need the screw. And I can't even remember what screw this was now, actually. I can have a look. I can go back and find out, but I'll put that back in there for now. This already comes with a screw installed. So all we've got to do is take that out. Oh my god. Nothing wants to magnetize for me today.
Yorkshire Crafter says, sorry, no offence, Mark and Adrian. No offence taken?
no.
There we go. And then we've got the a ball joint done, which is stronger. Because apparently people have problems with these breaking. So that is that done. Obviously, I've got one more that we will get to when we get to doing the other side, which we haven't done yet. Okay, so that was issue 8. So now we can move on and build the finger for issue 10. So steps 1 to 5, 1 to 5, we're focusing on the eye sockets, if we remember. And then we're then going on to step 6, which is to start the finger. So we can do that now. So I'm just going to take these out. Wowza. So we don't need the pins. We just need to grab the fingertip out of this bag. And then the first step would obviously be to glue the fingertip on. Again, that's supposed to be a push-fit connection, but
that's not.
It's so loose, it's just not going to... So So we'll glue that on. And then we can line our parts up. So for this, we want the shorter finger piece towards the fingertip. Then we want the longer piece. And then we want the end piece. Right, okay.
So this being the middle finger.
Yes. I think so.
That's correct.
Something goes on there. 2 washers.
Dave Mills says, Mark, I should get that package sent to you next week, or our post office had no jiffy bags, so we'll go to Poundland this weekend to get some. Oh, thank you, Dave. That's much appreciated. Alex Demetrius, Horlicks, it's coming on very well. Hi, Adrian and Mark. I hope you are well.
Hi, Alex.
Yes,
How
we
you?
are.
Hi, Alex. Yeah, I am really well. Just passed on all my bad luck I had yesterday to Horlicks today.
I don't suppose you know, Alex, how long Loctite takes to dry? Because I've got no idea. It doesn't actually say on there how long. I mean, I would have thought it'd be pretty instant, but obviously... So that's them in. 2 washers in that.
Right, it says typically thread lockers achieve fixture strength in 20 minutes and fully cure in 24 hours.
Ah, okay.
Fixture strength means it's okay to put your assembly back in service, but a full cure is when you get the full holding power of the thread locker.
Okay, so 24 hours, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I need to stop twizzling these fingers about until this time tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always watch people on YouTube basically who go do a bit of gluing, and then the next 2 seconds they start playing around with it. I think
A bit like me.
a chance to glue to set off.
Yeah, I know I was impatient just now. I was, oh, but no, I think I sort of thought it was going to be like that. Because at the moment, when you move the fingers, it's just loosening one or the other of the screws. Okie doke. So that's that. Now we need to fit this finger on. So yeah, obviously, maybe those that haven't been here since the beginning, I kept all of the fingers together till I received the mod, so that I could do this all in one go. So you wouldn't actually, you'd be doing the fingers in stages, but because I'm a bit behind with the mod, I'm catching up with that now.
Well, when you first looked at them, they're out of stock, weren't they? So you
Yeah.
had to wait for them to come into stock.
Okay, that doesn't want to go in. I'm not quite. It doesn't feel right. These attaching it to the actual palm, because these aren't long enough.
You're not putting any washers in there, aren't you?
No. So what I'm having to do is just loosen one of the screws, so it doesn't go into the copper all the way, and then that gives it a bit more length, and then I'm going in from the other side. It's the only way I can think of it working at the moment. There you go.
Yes.
That's looking pretty cool. So that is it for issue 10 for the fingers. Then we've got 13. Now there's only part of the finger on this one.
That's correct, yes.
That doesn't make sense, does it?
So first thing, I don't even need to look at the manual for this. We're going to be gluing the fingertip on. That push fit was a little bit tighter, but still not tight enough to warrant not using the glue. So that's that glued on. And then we're going to attach these two parts together. Well, this time we're going to use washers. And that is it for 13. That was all we had to do for issue 13. So we get left with half a finger. Which means that issue 14...
You should get the rest of the finger.
which is what we've got. So we don't need any of those screws and fixings in there. And then, yeah, we just put the rest of this finger together. Getting a bit of pace up now. I don't actually know what to talk about. It's the only problem, isn't it? We're not actually going through the magazine because we're catching up.
No.
That's the problem, though, isn't it? Sort of thing.
We're
When
not
you just
doing anything new apart from what I've already showed. Okay, and then this will go on. The palm.
Just think after this next one, no more fingers.
Yeah.
Until you get the other hand.
probably about issue 90, probably.
So yeah, I'm only putting the screw in so far on that one because then it makes it longer to fit through. Otherwise, it doesn't want to know. Okay.
Wow.
Hold my hand, precious. That feels really weird, actually. It's very strange. Right, so that is 14 caught up with. So now we've got issue 15 with more fingers. So we got up to step 2. Which was doing the left side of the head.
Yes, that's correct.
So out of here, I just need the fingertip. And the finger component. So the first thing I'm going to do is glue the fingertip on, which is now telling us to glue on. I don't know if it had all the way, but certainly one I looked at said it's a push fit.
Yes. Or like basically mine was looser, so I basically glued it all. I think when I was doing my first finger, I already knew what was going to happen in issue 15, so basically said glue on, so for
Right. So for this, we've got the fingertip. Then we've got the small bit of finger. Then we've got the longer bit. Right, so where's my screwdriver gone? Come on. Just gluing all my fingers together.
Unfortunately, easily done.
I dropped a washer somewhere, but I shall find it. Tidy up.
we have about 10 spare washers.
Oh, what in there?
Yes. Screw bolts 8 spares. The brass inserts 4 spare.
Oh, I need to get some more.
Thank you, Dave.
Yes, Dave Milne says great show again. Thumbs up.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's not as good as normal, but it's only because So we're doing these fingers, and it's very repetitive, and we're not really doing anything new. So it's once I've done one, and you get the gist of what I'm doing, it's just repeating it over and over again.
Mm.
Oh, my washers have fallen off. Okay. 2 more. And then we can put this hand on the arm. Keep picking up the wrong screwdriver.
Dave Milne says, I have to go. We'll catch up you all tonight on the Routemaster show.
Okay,
Bye,
thank you.
Okay, Dave. Thanks for watching so far.
Right. I'm not sure if it's... And again, I'm not going to put this all the way through, the screw all the way through, because otherwise it won't fit. Oh. There we go.
Excellent.
Perfect.
So we've got one of the hands. So I'm not sure what issue it was, but we were then able to connect it to the arm.
Issue 24.
24.
Step 7.
If I remember, we've got to do something with the ligaments as well, haven't we?
Yes.
Oh, they like spring type things.
Yeah, that's it. So, yeah, here we are. Step 1, take the 2 halves of the ball joint. So that's what I've replaced. That ball joint with a stronger one. And then
Do we have the instructions for this?
That screw bar was in that ball joint is a KB 2 times 6 mil.
Ah, there we go.
oh, is that what I've just done a label for? It is, isn't it?
No.
Oh, I've lost the screws anyway.
No, that was the KM.
Okay.
KB.
Everything's just. I've lost the screws. Anyway, how can a big screw pot just vanish?
You're normally more organised than this, Horlicks.
I know. I don't know. It's just one of them. I think it's an off day. I just.
Yeah.
You probably buried them under all the magazines.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Oh no, it's all right. It's over here. So we've got a K. So a KB is that?
Yeah, that screw you tape basically took out that old ball joint is a KB 2 times 6 mil.
Okay,
If you want to put that screw in the pot.
we'll do that.
Do you want to know the other screw it was put in the joint?
Oh yeah, PB 2x6, isn't it? The other one.
Yeah.
So that's the KB and the PB 2x6. Well, I'll leave that in there. I might as well just leave that ball joint as it is, just in case. Be all right. Okay, so after it fits the ball joint in, that takes us up to step 5. So step 6,
Yeah.
take the upper arm. Oh, then
Yay.
take the upper arm assembly. Identify the large socket circled in blue, smaller sockets were circled in red, which will fit into the balls on the base of the hand assembly.
Excellent.
Fit the large socket of the lower arm over the ball joint on the base of the hands. This is a push pit connection. That needs firm force to join the parts together. Take care and make sure that the parts are fully supported whilst this is done. For additional strength on the ball joint, apply a small quantity of super glue before you screw it home. Okay. So that's okay because we can still get to that if I wanted to put some Loctite on it later on. So that needs to be connected. So that's it. That was quite tight. And the ball joint came loose. Okay. I'm getting lost here. Right, so with that connected, turn the assembly over and adjust the length of the 3 smaller socket arms so you can fit them over the smaller balls. like that. Okay, and then with the ball and socket joints assembled, thread the muscle springs through the 4 remaining holes in the base of the hand. So, who said this would be easy? So that's one in. And you can't see anything. I do apologise.
Jessica Vesper says, saw a pic of somebody's Terminator arm where the plastic part from issue 2 just snapped off.
Oh.
Issue 2?
Well, that's... Okay, that's gone in. That was fiddly, that was. Right. Okay. Cut the 4 connector pins from the plastic frame, making sure that they include the long pegs at the base. Right. So we've got them on a sprue.
Oh, that thing.
I need my pliers. So I need to cut these off. Being careful not to cut the long pins. Okay, that's those.
They look tiny.
Yeah, quite small. Well, I see what's going to happen here. So the first connector, apply a tiny drop of super glue to the sides of the long round peg. Then step 12, fit the connector peg into one of the spring muscles. Right. So this is going to be really fiddly, I think.
Looks like it.
So, bit of glue on the peg, and then onto a spring. Is this supposed to go all the way in, do you know, Adrian?
Yes, I'm not sure exactly. I think I twisted mine all the way in.
Mine doesn't want to go all the way.
If you sort of like twist it, long as it's like opens the spring up, then it's easier to go in.
That looks incredibly fiddly.
I'm not having much luck with this at all. Hang on, I need to get rid of this glue. So I'm wondering if the best thing to do is get these on first, then put some glue.
I think that's what I did probably. I think I put them in place roughly where I wanted them. Because they're slightly easier twisting them on it is pushing them on, as you find. By
Yeah,
twisting them, you don't know exactly what point you need.
wowza. Well, I think that's on now. Oh, that was fiddly. So now I'm going to drop some glue on the end of that.
Yeah, I found a bit fiddly, if I remember rightly.
Right.
I hate it when you get glue on your hands.
Oh, it's horrible. Second one went on fine. Third one went on fine.
or the pin of the plastic could be slightly smaller, or the spring could be slightly bigger.
Yeah, 4-form went on fine as well. So, touch of glue. Should do. And then check the rectangular pegs on the ends of the connectors fit into the sockets. Yes. So we need to glue these in now. Oh my golly aunt.
Just think of it. At least you're not doing both hands in one go.
Yeah, there is that. Very good point. There we go.
Hey.
Wow. And that's them all into place.
Wow.
So that one, oh, that's not too bad. So this one seems looser than the others, but I think it's because it's nearer the back, so there's not much of a strain for the spring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's looking good. I'll have a play with that when it's all dry.
Wow.
Yeah, well, there you go. That is hand done. So that is it. We're up to date. So I think that is all I wanted to get done today because, well, based on how it's gone so far, it's been a nightmare.
So basically, now you've got a complete arm.
I've got a complete arm. So
with
from
hand.
from the next show, we will have we will have the we'll be able to just carry on as we were from the last issue we were on, which was 28.
No, I think you got up to about 20, 30, 32.
32?
I'm sure you're in the 30s.
Oh, it must have been. So I don't even know what's going on.
Because 32 where you meant to join the arm to the shoulder joint. But you didn't.
Okay.
You did a bit more gluing to it, didn't you?
Oh, that was right. That was on the arm. Yeah, that's set again. I don't know how strong it is yet, but we'll have to see. I've glued that back on, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens when we try and fit that on. So yeah,
that was issue 32. That was basically connected together.
Yeah, 33 is your next one.
33. So yeah, from next one we will just start from 33, and then we can do it as and when. And then when we do come up against some fingers, we can just crack on and do them bit by bit, and then it will save doing it all in one go. Yeah, I don't know what's up today. Like, everything didn't want to go as smoothly as normal. I don't know why. I think it's just one of them days. Everyone has them. So obviously it was Mark's turn yesterday and my turn today.
I was gutted yesterday because I wanted to get the Ecto build done, then get on with the Routemaster, and the Ecto build just was a complete nightmare. It just... So now I've actually got the engine in my vise, so I can work on it a lot easier. Because it's a nightmare.
You did the DeLorean, didn't you?
No, I never did. No, I never did DeLorean. I was going to do it, but then I had so many problems with Eagle Moss setting it up that I ended up not doing it in the end.
Right.
Even though the Ecto 1's going as smoothly as ever. So
yeah, the DeLorean had its fair share of problems. Oh, that was very frustrating, some of that build. Very frustrating, especially when things was like the doors that come up. But I mean, the screws weren't bad enough, and hinges were snapping off and all sorts. And
yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, not great. So
the disappointment with the flux capacitor.
Oh, and that, yeah. And there were mods for it. That, to be fair, it looks amazing, but the price ticket wasn't amazing. And
over £100 for a flux capacitor.
I can't remember. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, it was lovely, beautiful. I'd love to have had one, but I just couldn't afford it at that time. So I just left mine standard. But to be fair, I thought, well, it's not always going to be on. I mean, at the moment, it's stuck on my dad's anyway. So the model was expensive enough as it was, you know.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a disappointment. But then Eagle Moss could have done that.
Yeah, that's true. The flux capacitor is £102.
Right.
There
is a lot of work involved. As Penny said yesterday, you know, it's got tiny little LEDs and a lot of work involved.
And then the Xmas tree mod, that was £102. So you're talking £204 just there.
Right.
And basically, to run them, you need an external power supply. You're looking at around £50
Yeah.
for their
the dashboard's 96, which is ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah, massive, major.
So yeah. So yeah, that's it then. Really. So we've caught up. We've done the fingers. We've done the hand. Touched the arm. We're up to date. So from the next live stream, which I expect will be Friday, we'll be starting from issue 33.
Yeah.
And yeah, just carrying on with the builds as normal.
Hopefully Dave will be back with us on Friday.
And Dave, yeah, hopefully there won't be anything going wrong. I don't know what it is. Nothing really went majorly wrong, to be fair. Just everything seemed a bit hard work today. I think that was but
Just one of them days in model building land.
yeah, you got to have them now and again, haven't you?
Yeah.
So,
fewer rather than a lot.
But no,
Yes.
so yeah, that's it. So until Friday, I shall say my goodbyes, and yeah, I'll let these lovely people say their goodbyes as well. So I'll let you fight against yourselves. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. So thanks everybody for watching. Well done today, Horlicks, under the stress of everything just not wanting to go as planned. So nice big thumbs up for Horlicks, because that's what Dave Say would say. And yeah, like, share, subscribe.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you managed what you to do, basically. Well done for doing it. And thank you all for watching Horlicks' channel. And same again, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and like and subscribe, please.
And don't forget to tune into the Routemaster show tonight, and then Adrian tomorrow at 1:30.
Yes.
Cool.
So yes, Adrian's got an afternoon live tomorrow.
Oh, cool. All right then. So, thank you all very much, and see you all on Friday.